Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samaveda Bhaktavinda ki, Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Possible to tighten it? I don't know. Okay. So today reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, commentary by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada, chapter 7, text number 9. So the verse is on the board. So let's go through it. Chapter 7, text number 9. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 8 to 9. Okay. Punya Ganda Pitivyam Cha Tejas Chasmi Vibhavseshu Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu Tapas Chasmi Tapasvishu Punya Ganda Pitivyam Cha Tejas Chasmi Vibhavseshu Jivan Sarvani Bhuteshu Tapastasmi tapasvesu Punya ganda pritam ramcha Tejastasmi bhavesu Jivanam sarvabhuteshu Tapastasmi tapasvesu. Anyone want to try? Punya ganda pritivam cha Punta gandam pritivam cha Tejastasmi bhavesu Jivanam sarvabhuteshu Tapasami tapasvesu Gandha pritivancha Tejastasmi bhavesu Jivanam sarvabhuteshu Tapasami tapasvesu. That's it. Anyone else? Okay. Word for word. Punya, original. Ganda, fragrance. Piteyam, in the earth. Cha, also. Teja, heat. Cha, also. Asmi, I am. Vibhaveshu, in the fire. Jivanam, life. Sarva, in all. Bhuteshu, living entities. Tapa, finance. Cha, also. Asmi, I am. Tapasvesu, in those who practice penance. So the translation is proper by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada. I am the original fragrance of the earth, and I am the heat in fire. I am the life of all that lives, and I am the penance of all ascetics. Srila Prabhupada's purport. Punya means that which is not decomposed. Punya is original. Everything in the material world has a certain flavor or ingredients, as in the flavor and fragrance of a flower on the earth, in water or in fire, in air, etc. The uncontaminated flavor, the original flavor which permeates everything, is Krishna. Similarly, everything has a particular original taste, and this taste can be changed by the mixture of chemicals. So everything original has some smell, some fragrance, and some taste. Vibhaveshu means fire. Without fire, we cannot run factories, we cannot cook, etc. And that is, fire is Krishna. The heat in the fire is Krishna. According to the Vedic medicine, indigestion is due to a low temperature in the belly. So even if for digestion fire is needed, in Krishna consciousness we become aware that earth, water, fire, air, and everything, and every active principle, all chemicals and all material elements are due to Krishna. The duration of man's life is due to Krishna. Therefore, by the grace of Krishna, man can prolong his life or diminish it. So Krishna consciousness is active in every sphere. Om Agyanti Mandasya Gana Gana Salakaya Chaksunamita Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapita Mena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachayane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasta Chai Sastarine. So, In this verse, Krishna is describing himself to be everywhere. It is not difficult to see Krishna everywhere. We just have to practice. Just like a rose flower, the smell coming from it, even water, the taste is Krishna. Water is everywhere. But we cannot drink that water. We have to drink the water coming from the clouds. I cannot understand why they say we cannot. They say, can you show me Krishna? Even the rose flower, even the rose flower, even the rose flower, first you put the seed, then the flower comes. All the ingredients are there in the earth. Then the flower comes. And all the ingredients are in the earth. You put the water and the tree flower will manifest. If one learns to see Krishna in this way, he will become the greatest yogi. So from the seed of a tree or also many millions of varieties of trees, the living entity cannot do that. The living entity can manufacture a watch. But from this one watch, he cannot manifest many watches. Because Krishna is omnipotent, omniscient, he can do that. But we should not think like the Mayavadis. They say that fire, they say that fire from the lamp is Krishna. But the proper understanding is fire is coming from Krishna. But at the same time, Krishna is separate. The Mayavadis think because Krishna is spread everywhere, he has lost his identity. But the proper understanding is given in Ishopanishad, invocation. Om Purnam Ada Purnam Idam Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purna Purna Evasate. Although so many complete units emanate from him, he remains a complete whole. And the example of this is when Krishna came to the material world to do his pastimes, just to show the example to others how they should follow the proper way of life. Krishna being the Supreme Lord, he showed how he's all powerful. So Krishna married 16,108 wives. So it wasn't like for each wife had to wait 16,108 days. But each wife had a big palace with emeralds, jewels, diamonds. There was no need for lights. Everything was lit naturally. And each wife had 10 children. So Krishna expanded into 16,108 forms. So we can see from this how Krishna is coming here to show us how he's a person. And if we follow his instructions, then life becomes blissful, full of happiness. No stress, no anxiety. Like Prabhupada said in one of his lectures, he said, if there's a life full of eternity, knowledge and bliss, would you accept it? He asked this person, would you accept it? This person, if there is, I would accept. So Prabhupada said, this is a life, chanting, dancing, feasting. Temples we are opening, we are educating people in this way of life. You take to this process of seeing the deities every day, trying to come in the morning, if possible. Festival times you come, and then you get to read Prabhupada's books, take to the practice of chanting Hare Krishna, educate your children in the line of Krishna consciousness. So this is the life. It's just unfortunately modern day Hinduism is going by the Mayavad philosophy. So they, like Prabhupada says here, they deny Krishna as a person. They say he's energy, he has no form. He's coming from the Brahman. But within our own existence, we see how nothing comes from energy, everything comes from person. Even anything you take, like even the electric light, there's a person in electric house running it. So, what to say about the big creation which is happening, the cosmic manifestation? There has to be organization behind the administration of the cities we are living in, the country we're living in. What to say about the universe? There has to be a supreme person. So, the more we learn to follow his instructions and surrender to him, then we become happy. So, when we talk about Krishna, Krishna is not alone. Just like when a government comes or a king comes, he comes with his entourage. So Krishna comes with his associates. He sends his associates down to help the fallen souls come back to him. So, even in the material world, Krishna is present through his energies. So even if we cannot follow the temple lifestyle, like living in the temple, like brahmacharis, we are outside, we are married, we have obligations. If we learn to see Krishna within the creation through his energies, then this will help us to connect to Krishna. And by that, we'll become purified. Our attachment to Krishna will come. So the human life, you're given a higher intelligence to become self-realized. And in the human life, you can understand these things. So human life is considered very valuable because it's only in the human life you can actually inquire about Krishna. So, so in order to come to that platform, one has to practice tapasya. So, Prabhupada gives a whole thing about tapasya in teaching of King Kunti. He says in previous times people used to do tapasya by lighting a fire in the sun, and they would go in the middle of the sun and sit down. Or in the winter time they would submerge themselves in the cold water up to the neck. But Lord Chaitanya, he's not giving that kind of tapasya. He's giving the very easy tapasya. You take to chanting Hare Krishna. Take prasadam. And then you serve the devotees. You make friends with the devotees. Because so Krishna consciousness is science. You have to once you understand the science, then connection to Krishna comes, and then by serving the devotees, then our faith in Krishna becomes strong. So, just like in the earth, if you pour water on certain flowers, the flower will grow and have certain fragrance. Even the scientists cannot answer how this works. The earth is the same, why there's different fragrances coming out. But that's due to Krishna's creation. Krishna sanctions for it to happen, it happens. Even an artist, when he has to paint a flower, it takes so many hours to do the flower. But it's nowhere near the original thing. So for Krishna to create the flower, just by his desire it happens. So we have to follow the line of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, take a spiritual master in time. Otherwise, if we try and approach Krishna directly, we can become sahaja. Sahaja means you take things cheaply. So the spiritual master, the devotees train you up how to become spiritually pure and do things properly. Because wherever there is purity, impurity cannot stay. So one should not see Krishna like the Mayavadis see Krishna. They say Guru and Krishna is one, but it's not like that. Guru is very dear to Krishna because he is Krishna's representative. Shakshad Hari Tvena Samasya Sastre Kintu Prabhuya Priyaya Tasya. So he is the most dear servant of Krishna. So in that sense he is very dear to Krishna. So by pleasing the Guru, then you please Krishna. There is a saying in the West, in America, please my dog, then you please me. So something like that. So by pleasing Krishna's representative, then Krishna gives mercy. The Mayavadis, they may worship Krishna, but their aim is to merge with Krishna. They may have a guru like devotees do, but at some point they push the guru away. So our understanding is different. In the Vaishnava's understanding is, the spiritual master, he is the most dear servant of Krishna. By pleasing him, then Krishna becomes very pleased. And then you get Krishna's mercy. So, in this age, the main tapasya is this chanting of Hare Krishna. Actually, in other ages, for people to take to chanting is very difficult, because even now you see people who are very rich and opulent, for them to take to chanting is very difficult. There was one devotee, he buys and sells houses. He met a rich person. He explained the importance of Bhagavad Gita to him. And the rich person said, I don't need Bhagavad Gita. But everyone needs Bhagavad Gita, because this is Krishna's message to get you out of the cycle of birth, death, old age, disease. Everyone is suffering that. Unfortunately, the thing is, people want eternal happiness, full of bliss and knowledge, but they're looking for it in the material world. And they're looking for it through matter. So this can never be achieved through matter, because as spirit souls, we have nothing to do with this body. Our relationship is with Krishna. So it's for our in the material world, people look up to heroes, isn't it? But the heroes in this world are fallible. They die in time. They disappear. But the heroes we have here, the pictures on the wall here, the acharyas, they're the real heroes. If we take shelter of their teachings, then they always help us. Although they may not be physically present like now, but they're here through their teachings. And they help us through dreams, through different devotees ascending, because they are still present. That's why we have their pictures up here. So, like this, I think this Friday, 29th, right? Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yeah. We're having the appearance of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, the Prabhupada's spiritual master. So they're doing a special program for him here at 4:30 to 7:30. So people can get to know who Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur is. Because he's the one who actually set the purity for spreading the mission of Krishna consciousness throughout the world. And he's considered just like in Vrindavan, Radharani is the main deity. You pray to Radharani to enter Vrindavan. In Dwarka is Rukmini. So in Jagannath Puri, the main deity is Bimal Devi. Bimal Devi. She's the wife of Lord Shiva, something anyway. She prayed, she did austerities, and Lord Jagannath blessed her that all the prasad which I get will come to you first, then it will go to the public. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Lord Jagannath appeared to him and asked him, why are you not spreading my mission? Because he was a judge, he was too much entangled. And so Lord Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Lord Jagannath, that if you send someone to me who can assist me, I can't do it on my own. Lord Jagannath told Bhaktivinoda Thakur, pray to Bimal Devi. So he prayed. He did a lot of chanting. He did like 300,000 names. And then Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur was born. His name was Bimal Prasad when he was young. So he set the foundation. So he's like the main deity in Jagannath Puri. Pray to Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, you get the mercy. Then you can get into more chanting, more bhajan, like that. So Srila Prabhupada made his teachings accessible to the Western world in a way that we can understand it. So these acharyas, we pray for their mercy, then we can advance in spiritual life. So advancing becomes easier. Even though you may not be on the high platform, what tapasya they have done, but because you're coming for their appearance, just listening to their instructions, I think they're going to do a drama about something, about Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, some talk will be there, prasad at the end, but just coming to these things, you get to know more. Then you become familiar. Then in time you can take to the practice more. So yeah. So there's some quotes by one of our the fallacy of material happiness. So people don't understand what spiritual happiness is, because they have no education. So this is some quotes from Shivaram Swami. He's one of our leaders. Did you have a happy childhood? Can you remember the eagerness you felt when you woke up to the morning of your birthday, knowing that a whole section of presents was waiting for you? But let me ask, do you remember what presents you got? Say for your 7th birthday, you don't. Why not? They meant the world to you then. The answer is that the things which gave you a real boost of happiness at the age of 7 were fleeting pleasantries that quickly faded with time. Psychologists have calculated through their studies how long material objects keep us happy. Interestingly, It is only 6 to 12 weeks. The happiness we derive is from the enjoyment of acquiring something new. And because new things become old very quickly, the associated happiness is also quickly fades. So you might go to a jewelry store, pour out your life savings and buy something beautiful and expensive. But in less than 3 months, the happiness will fade and you will move into something else, a new car, the latest phone, bigger house. The list is endless. Why is life like that? Because, as you know, that is the nature of all things material. They are temporary. So the pleasure associated with them is also temporary. It is merely a shadow of happiness. But we are spiritual beings. We are eternal, and happiness is an intrinsic quality of who we are. As Aristotle said, happiness is not a function of one's material circumstances. Happiness is a quality of the soul. Therefore, real happiness is distinct from fertile chasing of shadows. If we connect with ourselves, our inner spiritual identity, then we will discover the happiness which doesn't fade, but rather always increases. So how do we find that kind of happiness? Not by going to a silent meditation retreat, then telling the whole world on Facebook. Rather, it is found by investing our energies in learning and practicing of eternal truths, such as those taught by the Bhagavad Gita, an original and most authentic book on yoga. There we will find recommendations on mantra meditation and kirtan, hearing narrations of wonderful beings and keeping the company of spiritual friends. By these activities we discover our spiritual identity and become submerged in the joys that are our eternal birthright. Yet while happiness is our very nature, it has to be awakened by the right kind of gifts, spiritual gifts. So you can spend your life chasing shadows or trade in 3 months of happiness for everlasting bliss. The choice is yours. Any questions or comments? Okay, I'll read one more. Just one more quotation. 10 ingredients for value-based education. Are you educated? Do you have a good education? Or are you in the process of getting one? Nelson Mandela once said that education was the most powerful weapon to change the world. Well, I have a problem with that quote, and I will tell you why. While more people than ever are getting more education than ever, the world is not becoming a better place. People are not becoming better people, no happier people. Why? Because education is no longer about transmission of values. It is about exclusive transmission of information. Education that is not based on governed by values, by codes of behavior, is handicapped, is short in its ignorance. The novelist C.S. Lewis expressed this well when he said, education without values is useful as it is, seems rather it makes man more clever devil. I don't have a problem with that quote. I agree totally that education should teach values. Let me share with you 10 values that Bhagavad Gita lists as ingredients of education. Humility, pridelessness, non-violence, tolerance, simplicity, cleanliness, self-control, renunciation, accepting the importance of self-realization and the search for the absolute truth. There is not to be, there is a lot to be said about each of those values. Like self-control, how much are you in control of your senses and your mind? Can you control your tongue, eat what is healthy, non-violent and environmentally friendly? Think about these 10 values, study them, chapter 13 of Bhagavad Gita, and try to apply them in your life. They will add values to your education. And as Lewis said, they will keep us from becoming a clever devil. Or in other words, of the Bhagavad Gita, without these values, our education is simply education in ignorance. Make sure your education steeps you in knowledge and not in ignorance. And if you have finished your schooling, there is still time to enrich your life with values. Our whole life is about education, and the real examination comes at the end. It is never too late to be learned in the things that count, the things that you can take with you. Jai. Any questions, comments? Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhagavad Gita ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Shri Shri Radha Gukulananda Ki. Jaya Jaya Govachande Arati Koshoba Jana Vitata Vane Jagamana Loba Nakine ni taichan Vamegadadara Nikatea teita shini Vasa chatradara Vosi ache goachan Ratna simhasane Arati kohen vama Adi devagane Nariyadi Koi chamaduraya Sanjaya mukunda basu Goshadigaya Shankar Baje Ganta Baje Baje Karatala Madhuramidan Gavaje Paramarasala Shankavaje Gantavaje Madhu 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 Vaje Shankavaje Gantavaje Madhu 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 Vaje Shankavaje Gantavaje Madhu 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 Vaje Bahu Koti Chandajini Vadana Ujvala Jala Deshe Banamala Koe Jalamala Shiva Shuka Narada Preme Gadaga